Hey there, how there, ho there. It's Jeff Cutter Diamond welcoming you to another tournament. Just have to check. Yeah, okay. So today we have Italy and the Philippines playing today. Here, October 24th at National Stadium in Ireland, in Dublin. It's Ireland versus the Philippines. The Republic of Ireland, not Northern Ireland. That would have been different. So Ireland was the 2 seed because of all the four guys who won a tournament for Ireland. So Ireland had a lot of winners. So that's why they got the 2 seed in a sense. However, Ireland couldn't use many of their guys. Northern Ireland doesn't count because those countries are kind of separate, if you will. And also, those competitors who've been in more than 5 matches could not compete. But they get the Philippines. The Philippines had to qualify for this by beating Colombia. And they actually nearly got taken out by Colombia in a massive upset, but they won narrowly 3-2. So our first fight, you see the odds on people and all that. Ireland only had 2 female boxers, so Christina McMahon was one of them. She faces the junior bantamweight Marnell Ferrano. So if Ireland does qualify to face Mexico, which would be the second matchup in the list, because we now know Mexico's opponent, Ireland or the Philippines. Even if the Philippines win, they get to host Mexico because Mexico won on the road. So the Philippines would get the host in their own stadium. So we shall see. And then the ladies' bout, McMahon actually won for Ireland. So that might work out. I think McMahon would like to fight somebody and all that if Ireland qualifies. Philippines have a lot more fighters. Our first matchup is Paul McCluskey, the junior welterweight, versus the featherweight Lucito Espinosa. Rowan Borden, your referee. Of course, we're from Dublin's National Stadium. McTavish, Herman, and Tapper, your judges. Mark Elworth, your ringside boy. McCluskey, junior welterweight, 5'8", 142. Real life, 24-2. Lucito Espinosa, featherweight from the Philippines, 5'7", 126 pounds. Today, 47-13. He was the WBC featherweight and bantamweight champion. And he got TKO'd by Roman Karmazian in a qualifying match to try to get into the 128-man person. So, anyway, let's see what Espinosa can do.
One, two, three, four, five, six, seven, 8.
10. For McCloskey. Uh-oh.
1, 2, 4,
This
5,
could be over.
6, 7, 8.
McCloskey's got to stay upright, and he's going to fight, because if he doesn't, he's going to go down, and that'll be the end of it. 3 knockout rule. You know the rule. And that's it. So right now, I think that took McCloskey out of the lead.
Ladies and gentlemen, we have your decision.
Well, let's see. Did McCloskey do his job? The judges, well, the scorecard says no. Espinosa may have won. And he did. A couple of close ones. The New Zealand one, McTavish said it was farther than you thought. So McCloskey is not too pleased as Espinosa takes the win. The punching accuracy wasn't there for out of them, but he knocked down McCloskey twice. Second, we have Penalosa and Andy Lee. So Penalosa, the junior middleweight for the Philippines, middleweight Andy Lee for the Ireland. Dick Flaherty, your referee. Uratani, Burke, and Palmieri, your judges. Ron Morris, your ringside expert. Penalosa, I believe, was used for the Philippines against Colombia, if I may remember correctly. Fearless, Jerry Penalosa. 415 pounds, he must be fearless. 55-82, bantam and super flyweight champion around the world. He killed Cervera of Colombia in the first round in Manila. In the meantime, Andy Lee, the middleweight, 6'2", 160, making his home in Detroit. He's 29-2, the super middleweight title for Ireland, which is his match because Steve Collins was there, because Steve Collins has already got 5 fights, so he's ineligible. scorecards halfway through says it's going to be Andy Lee. He looks like he's going to knock down Penalusa and tie her up.
Ladies and gentlemen, we have your decision.
Well, this is huge. You got the swelling Penalusa. This could be big. And I think this will be a tie. Andy Lee had won every round up to the 10th. And yes, he does. Everyone agrees that Andy Lee puts up the great one, and Ireland has tied her up 1-1. Penalusa tries, he might, just couldn't compare to Andy Lee. Look at the punches. Andy Lee's lowest was 54 combinations, more so than Penalusa's numbers. And the punch accuracy helps too. So Bartley Madden, the heavyweight for Ireland, faces young Tommy, bantamweight for the Philippines. 1-1. Rafael Ramos, your referee. McCarthy, Barnes, and Wilson, your judges. Mark Savoji, your ringside expert. Both 0-1. Bartley Madden, heavyweight from County Galway, 5'10", 178. 40, 25, and 5 lifetime. His only match was in Calgary against the Canadian Larry Gaines, but you get decision fight. Whereas young Tommy, 0-1, I can probably guess who he lost to. But anyway, he's 5'3", 116 pounds. 61, 16, and 9. And no, he lost a early seasonal tournament to P.D. Scalzo. I thought that young Tommy was one of the Philippines boxers who lost to Colombia, but nope, it wasn't. Well, after 6 rounds, it is 58-57 for young Tommy.
The judges' votes are in, and here, ladies and gentlemen, is your winner.
Well, it might be Martin. He did well in the 12th round, but that scolding might hurt him. For saying young Tommy by nails. Let's see. And yep, everyone said it. Well, they were all American judges. So young Tommy puts up a second point for the Philippines. So the Philippines might pull an upset and face Mexico. Mexico might actually have an advantage to get to the semifinals. But anyway, both guys 0-1. Young Tommy gets a win. Bartley, not so much. Well, the punching accuracy was there for Bartley. Well, Manny Pacquiao can ice it. He's the lightweight. I'm surprised that the Philippines didn't put him in the final fight, but he'll face the lightweight Tommy Cleary. I think they may have a plan up their sleeve. But anyway, yeah. Benji Estevez, your referee. Hazard Jr., Kodudi, and Eugenia Williams, your judges. Andres Rat, your ringside expert. So 1-0 versus 0-1. Manny Pacquiao, lightweight. I'm surprised that 5'6", 128. Well, look at all this thing. Welterweight, light middleweight, light welterweight, lightweight, super bantamweight. Surprised how much he is. And he beat Urango by TKO. Tommy Cleary of Ireland, only one fight, 5'5", lightweight. Real life, he was 42, 22, and 22. He lost to Steve O'Donnell down in Australia. So, will the Philippines win, get to the quarterfinals, and take on Mexico? Who knows?
One, two, three, 4, 6, 7, 8.
10. Well, Cleary's trying to knock down Pacquiao and make it a winner-take-all match.
Ladies and gentlemen, we have your decision.
Oh man, Pacquiao turned it around on Cleary. It was close, but Pacquiao put a Pac-Man fever indeed in Ireland. And will be pissed at themselves. They lose again. They lose to the Philippines 3-1. So the Philippines take on Mexico. Both these countries, Mexico and Philippines, had to play the Nations Cup on the road, and they win. So I believe they're going to say a neutral site. Yeah, they're going to go neutral site. I don't know who's going to get the fight, but man, this would be huge. Pac-Man Fever wins by TKO. The Philippines win 3-1. Well, it's Manny Pacquiao. Why the hell did he not get picked in any of those yearly tournaments, even the 2010 one, like the 2000s ones? Pathetic. So Conor Kelly was going to face Nonero Donaire. Of course, we'll have this. In the end, well, Conor Kelly Donaire knocked out O'Kelly, so the Philippines have a good team going for them, headed to face Mexico. So I think this will be a a crazy quarterfinal between Mexico and the Philippines. I don't know where it's going to be, but they'll go second. And I do believe they are saying, are they saying that whoever wins Mexico Philippines will play Korea and Cuba? Man, that would be a weird semifinal and a final. But we'll see. I think they might actually change it up a bit. I don't know. No, they're saying that whoever wins Mexico Philippines will play either Korea or Cuba. Cuba will get the host. So yeah, so it's gonna be weird. Mexico and Cuba it might be Mexico who gets to the final, but we'll see what happens. Anything's possible. Ireland won the female bout, shockingly, but they couldn't win anything else. Well, Andy Lee won over Penalosa, but in the end, Ireland gets taken out by the Philippines. So we'll see what happens in the quarterfinals. Mexico Philippines. Don't miss it. Anyway, I'm Jeff Diamond. I do.